What's going on, Rare Hunters? Welcome back to Rare Hunters, a series in where I am showing off my entire Dragon Ball Super card game collection. If you do like the collection side of Dragon Ball, please do like this video and hit subscribe. We're also going to be doing Rare Hunters for a number of different collections and card games. So yeah, it's a really interesting thing, and the support starts here. This is Series 0 essentially, and I know last video we said we're going to do promos, but I thought, you know what's better than promos? Campaign rares, or feature rares as they've been called both times. So we're starting, it's in most order. There is a slight difference when we get to Divine Multiverse in regards to how I ordered them over their number. But for the most part they're all in number order, so let's get straight into it. Starting with Clash of Fates, which introduced 4 feature rares. They were called... Actually, what did you call campaign rares or feature rares? I can't remember. I think they had a nice name. But essentially, Strategic Mind Kikono. These are all from the Broly BR movie. Interesting character. Doesn't really do too much. This Son Goku, though, which we will show you here, because I love it a lot. And as you know, with this series, I like showing off the cards I like. And we'll also have price information in the bottom right, based on card market prices. So again, that does take time in the edit, guys, so please do comment your prices or whatever, or like and subscribe, just show your support for this series, because it does take a lot of time. But yeah, that's the Son Goku striving to be best. One of the best blue cards for a while, just stopping opponents' aggro decks in their tracks, really. Well, let's go to the next page so I don't have to keep fighting this binder. Unfortunately, I don't have the best setup for this type of binder. Oh, it looks a little bit better. And we're going to pull out Cheelaza Beautiful. Yeah. There you go. Obviously, don't need to tell you why it's good. 2-drop auto once per turn. When one of your opponent's battle cards is KO'd, your opponent chooses one card in their hand and puts it in a drop area. Maybe not relevant today, but back in the day it was a really good card. And also Daput. We have the Vegeta striving to be the best, which, you know, it has seen play from time to time. Not the most amazing card in the world, but it's still... I love the idea of him throwing off his jacket. I think that's one of the coolest shots in Broly BR. And, well, in the Broly movie. And yeah, Goku's doing the same. I did think so. So yeah, there you go. Moving on to the Destruction Rares, which were introduced in BTO 6. So we have basically all the characters who become Agents of Destruction, and Heroes got some cards. Well, not all of, some of them are missing. So we have Vegeta, which isn't a terrible card. Maybe bad today, standard is, but back then it was a really sought after one. Janemba was also very powerful for Janemba. Slug, again, a really good choice. Agent 13, Android 13, it is what it is, but it's kind of useful in the new Android 13, which is interesting. And Bojack, I used to love playing with this. I played it in my deck, and I do really love Bojack. So it has a place in my mind, but again, kind of a subpar card. Overall, I want to, like, the agents now are an actual archetype, so I do want to see these cards get used more. And hopefully we do. Moving on to set 7, Assault of the Saiyans, a very popular set nowadays. Our first SS3 Nappa, which is crazy cool. I absolutely adore this. I genuinely thought this was going to be a secret rare at one point. But yeah, look at that. That's awesome. The Infinite Saiyan rares these are, and yeah, they're okay. Some of them see play or have seen play, and then some of them just exist. So Nappa has seen a little bit of play. It never was amazing by any means because of the weird restrictions on these cards. Like, just they're a headache. They're just a headache. You got the Trunks, which is really cool. In fact, it's my favourite looking ISR. I know Broly's there, but Trunks, man. Anytime I see this Trunks in Super Saiyan, man, this is Super Saiyan 3 Trunks Future, and it's just so cool. It's probably one of the coolest forms of any character. Like, just give Trunks everything, Bandai. Oh wait, you do, and I love that. So maybe one day we'll get Super Saiyan Blue or Ultra Instinct Trunks. That'd be amazing. Imagine Ultra Instinct Trunks with a sword. Of course, I have to show off the Broly, which is now being used in OG Broly. So that's really cool to see this come back. Look, I actually really like the Shatter Foil on this card. Yeah, it's a really cool one. Again, the prices will be on screen, I don't know off the top of my head. We do have a Kefla. Yeah, I'll show you that's about it. Not much to note. And then the one that I probably have seen the most play and will probably continue to see the most play is the Black ISR. Yeah, there you go. The Time Patrol Goku in Super Saiyan form. Very ink wash. It has a name and I'm forgetting it, and I know it begins with S. Oh, I can't remember it. It's gonna do my head in. I'm so sorry. But yeah, it's the ink wash style that I super love. Well, at least to me it feels like it's that inspired. I could be completely wrong and I'll get a message from Bad and I'll be like, no, you're an idiot, Scott. You don't know what the true Shingishi style is? Shigeshi style? Something like that. Then we have set 8's Hero and Villain Rares. Probably the most underrated, not underrated because they're bad, but the most underutilized keywords in the history of the Dragon Ball Super card game. Aegis was like up there until they give Aegis some support, so maybe we'll see some support for Heroic and Villainous in the future. But what I want to do note here, and is hopefully it picks up on the camera, is I only just noticed while preparing for this video that the Heroic and Villainous is also a special trait. That's kind of interesting to me, and I don't know whether they could do something with like if you have a leader that's like Heroic Goku, if you're treat all your battle cards that have Heroic in their special trait, like they don't have any specified cost, maybe we could see something there. We have Villainous. I'm not going to show all of them, and obviously they match up there. I've tried to get it so they matched up. They were in a 4x4 folder, so they matched up perfectly, but obviously moving them into a better binder to show off and keep collected is harder to do. But Beerus, I absolutely love this artwork of Beerus. Absolutely love it. We've got the Goku and Android 21. I think it's important to mention we haven't seen much of Android 21, so don't know if that makes it more collectible, but you know, I like Android 21 a lot. I want to see Android 21. So on those forms that Bandai do put out, you want to see more Android 21? Who knows? Maybe we can get more. I will have a video on that coming very soon. We have Weiro and Piccolo. Weiro, really cool. Hope to see some Weiro support in the future. A really cool deck that needs a little bit more, and it could be really cool. It's also one of the only decks with an alt win con in the game, so bonus points for that. I will show off the SS4 Goku, because it's SS4. It's one of the best forms ever created for Dragon Ball / any manga, anime. So yeah, there you go. And it's kind of cool. It gets like when you awaken, you get double strike and plus 20 power, and it also works with Wish, so it's kind of cool. Kind of cool. You got the baby there, Heroic and Villainous Strike. Villainous Counter-Strike has seen play against skillless decks as a sideboard choice. Not really anymore, but it's there. Then we move on to the iconic attack rares, which are absolutely phenomenal. I mean, just look at them. Look at them. They're perfection. Universal Onslaught, so it's again from an expensive set nowadays. Like if you wanted to pick them up, they're difficult to get. You got like 3 in a box, maybe? Okay, like it was really low. Because they were combined with the reboot leaders, so I think it was like 1 reboot leader and 2 attacks. But yeah, absolutely amazing card artwork there. Frieza finally, they've all gone up in price recently. I need to check, but I'm trying to sell my spares cheaply, like that one. I got the UI Kamehameha, which I don't actually have spares of, but I will show you this one. Look at that, that's so majestic. Oh, look at that foil there. That's absolutely beautiful cards, above and beyond with that set. Solar Kamehameha, I refuse to call this self-earth destroying Kamehameha. But yeah, another really classic attack, and it also got very abused in this card game. And probably my favourite of the lot is the Vegeta's Final Flash. Absolutely adore this card. Oh, so beautiful. And also really powerful. And obviously, Majin Buu's Human Extinction Attack, which we do have enough spare of here. I do have spares of like all of them but blue, but I forgot to get them, so there's the Majin Buu there. Absolutely super cool. I would prefer if his hand was like directly above his head, but that's such a nitpicky thing to say, it's irrelevant. Moving on to the draft boxes now. So you'll notice how I went in main set, then draft boxes, because I believe Dragon Brawl actually came before Universal Onslaught, so technically they should be further back, but I thought, you know, it makes sense to have them all together. And you know what? It's my collection, so we're doing it that way anyway. So we have the Tag Team Vegeta, Tag Team Cabba. They kind of form a picture there. You can kind of see it. I'll try and put it on the camera so that you get the picture. You get the picture. Look at it mix up. Which is really cool. Tag teams, obviously, World Martial. That's where they introduced this picture frame mechanic, or like lookalikes. And some of these can be really valuable. Like, I genuinely think these are probably, if I was to collect these, are what I'd be after. Although they are reprinting them now, which is good. So there's the Goku Frieza pairing. Both of these are actually kind of really cool. The Gohan and Trunks is the only Trunks Piccolo are the only ones I couldn't pair up on the page. Obviously they got the Bardock, which is just seen in reprint in Battle Evolution. The Goku, which I hazard to think will get a reprint sooner rather than later. SS3 Tag Team Son Gohan, obviously you've seen the reprints in Vicious Rejuvenation, which is the boxes right behind me there. I pulled 4 of them, and the secret rares, so I guess, you know, that's fine. But yeah, there you go, that's the nice Super Saiyan 3 bot. And again, this is the Trunks I was on about. Both Super Saiyan 3 Trunks features are Kamehameha, that's cool. But yeah, this one's technically a different Trunks. At least I think it is. Maybe not actually. Maybe thinking about it, maybe not. Maybe it is actually the same Trunks. Like, obviously different artwork, but like the same character-wise. And then this is the page I was referring to at the beginning with how I ordered them rather than in numbers. I've gone in universe. So we have universe 1, 2, 3. You can count up to 10, 12. Oh my god, I can't even do. I don't even remember how many universes there are. Technically 13, right? Or more. Yeah, but absolutely love these guys because this is like our first real look at most of them. Like, we see them in the anime briefly and they have like cool things, but to actually earn memorabilia of the gods and the angels is super cool to me. And I don't know why, but I absolutely adore it. I mean, we got to shout out some of my favourite designs here. You've got the big robot boy. Big robot boy. Love him so much. One of my favourites. One of my favourite gods. Obviously you got Hellas, which is also a favourite of mine. Champa and Beerus, Champa, Vados, Beerus and Whis, naturally going to love them. Licker and Curran, mainly I like the Foxy boy. I'm a huge fan of like Kitsune, so that's where I get that from. I do love the elephant guy. And obviously Belmont is Belmont. He's a Mr. Clown boy for Universe 11. So yeah, really cool gods and angel rares. I think they're called Destroying Angel rares, actually. Then we move on to Giant Force rares. Now, oh, I'm so close to completing this, it hurts. But yes, we've got the Piccolo Junior Giant Force. But then we have a complete set of Lord Slug and King Piccolo. We have Raditz and Bardock, of course. I have my big Saiyan AP boys complete, and then King Vegeta we also have complete. Then we move over to Hirudegon, which I'm missing one of. Sadness. And Bio Broly. Bio Broly is the one that I'm upset that I don't have finished, because I love Bio Broly, like, unironically. Not just this card, but the idea of Bio Broly in general. I remember it coming out, so this is early internet times, and I remember, like, people talking about it, and it being a rumour, like, Broly's back, and oh my god, and everyone just dunking on Bio Broly as a form, and I'm like, I kind of like it, guys. So yeah, you know what, we'll show it off. We haven't shown off any of the draft box feature rares properly, so there you go. Right, look, not the best foiling on them, unfortunately, but yeah, still cool in my opinion. Hopefully I can get my 4th one off Scrub Games. Shout out to Jamie there. He just has one to spare and he's in the EU content creators group chat that we all have and talk about. Then we've got Cell Xeno's Giant Force. I think this is one of our first X-Cost cards. It's just incredibly hard to do and you probably won't pull it off ever, unless in like playing Commander format. We've got Metal Cooler, which I think is super cool. Again, he has an X-Cost. Purunga, kind of cool. Maybe it'll see some use down the line. And Bagama, again, a really cool really cool unison. But who knows? And then I decided to put the leaders after all, because they're kind of separate, but they also kind of came out in set 9, and obviously I've got 2 of each, so you can see the unawakened side and the awakened side. You've got Beerus. I think we have to show off Beerus because it's Beerus. Look at him, he's so beautiful. Speaking of reboot leaders, what guys do you want to see rebooted? Peter would kill me if I didn't say Raditz. I'd say Raditz, but I also want to see my Saiyan rebooted. There you go. Just had that on hand. That's so handy. I would have just got my sealed deck, but I couldn't be bothered to leave the chair, so sleeve will do. Reboot Gohan, we all know what that does, and reboot Metacooler, which is a really cool choice. Reboot SS3, Reboot Hit. Wanna love Hit Reboot Hit, but it's just not done anything yet. There is something secret at the back. Ah, we have FBI rares and so this I'm going to talk about in another video. This is in a secret video. In the secret video, I should say. Secret stamps and SPRs. That's what that's going to be in. We have some pre-release stamps that I just like. No reason for them not to be anywhere, and I needed someone to put them that I'll remember they're there. So there you go. Nothing too special. But then we have the FBI rares, which it was a whole thing from the team Out of Lives. FBI there with the sunglasses. And then I think this started with this Goku because it looks like he's holding a gun, like going in, pew pew pew. Yeah, we're really cool, and to be fair, these are still tournament legal. It doesn't obscure the text, so technically can play him in a tournament if I want. And we have Scrambling Goku, Goten, sorry, FBI. We got the sunglasses, and we also have Papa John, which is one of our friends. So there you go, guys. Let me know what you thought of that. I should do like, what do you think it's going to cost at the start? I'm not pricing those back cards, by the way. So that's why you didn't see a price. Just up to the reboots. Let me know what you want to see next. I think now I am going to do promos. I think that's a logical next step to do, personally. I know you all want to see the Secret Reminder, but it's the best to last, right, guys? I've got to keep you on the hook. But do subscribe. Do leave comments. I want to see your collections as well. If you're in the UK and things are getting safer, please contact the Facebook page, Twitter, or me personally if I'm in a group with you or something, or you know me vis-a-vis. Let me know, because I'll want to come and document it. And yeah, that's all for today, guys. Till next time, please keep an eye out on the channel, support, subscribe, like. We're on that goal to 1,000 subs, and hopefully we can hit that sooner than later, because then